Welcome to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice game design.
Woo, practice that design.
With us, because we're practicing game design but doing this show.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, in the background, you guys don't see it. We have someone working on a video game back there, yep.
Well, game design is...
It's a theory, man.
Game design's a lot of things. Game design's a practice. It's also like a philosophy.
Oh, God,
you just
no.
skipped a line of dialogue.
Oh, my God. No, it's okay.
Take you up to the park.
You did indeed.
You ready to go?
Nah. Yeah, I'm excited.
Are you?
Yeah, we never get to hang out. Ghost hunting with Angus.
So you think the guy you saw was a ghost?
Not a guy, a ghost.
Right.
Why does no one believe me that it was a ghost?
Well, I mean, ghosts don't actually exist.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Well, I'd need evidence.
What counts?
A ghost walking up and saying hello, and me saying, hey, I've verified you are a dead person.
Could be a zombie or a Frankenstein.
Okay, maybe if they're made of ghosty stuff.
Ghosty stuff can be our podcast about ghosts.
This episode of Ghosty Stuff brought to you by Donut Wolf.
Welcome to Ghosty Stuff. I'm Mae, and I saw a ghost, and this is Angus, who doesn't believe me.
I'm Angus, and this is Mae. She's a crazy person.
The Park.
That's fun. I'd listen to that podcast.
I would too.
Nice evening.
Yeah, it's all right.
My mom used to take us up here to play Frisbee.
I got hit in the teeth with a Frisbee once. Full speed.
Jeez.
Casey and me were throwing things at each other's heads.
Oh.
We stopped after the Frisbee. Nope, I'm going this way. Run away.
Breaking things.
Oh, there's a sign with that.
Posted. Do not feed or touch the wildlife.
Well, that seems extreme.
I don't know. You can't go into the woods to socialize with the woods.
I guess.
There's some folks living in the cabins up here. You can feed and touch them if you want.
It's a weird old place up here.
There's all kind of weird stuff back up in the park. Old stuff just hanging out in the woods. We'll hit my old scout camp on the way up, I think.
Busy woods.
Okay, better get going before it gets dark.
Me and Angus hanging out. Do you got glasses? I love the way they color like the early evening. The orange hue.
Yeah. I mean, that's very evening colors.
Yeah, man.
Sunset.
Sunset. I don't know, man. There's something about like the way this game is just colored. It's just so gosh darn pretty.
Yeah. Normally I whine a lot about use of gradients because I think gradients are almost always disgusting. But they use gradients pretty well in this game.
Gradients are disgusting.
It's because they use gradients in not a dramatic sense. Like they're using gradients right now. You can see in the background.
Yeah.
But it's subtle, so it doesn't like read as like, I don't know, not gaudy, just like
shitty.
Shitty, yeah.
You alright?
Yeah, I got asthma is all. Sorry you gotta wait for me.
You have an inhaler?
Yeah, but I save that for emergencies. Being slow isn't an emergency.
What is this thing?
This is like a lime kiln, I think.
What's up with lime lately?
Limestone.
I mean, limes?
Limestone. You like do something with it in there, and it becomes this other thing.
Oh.
Limestone's weird because it's mostly made out of skeletons of sea creatures from millions of years ago. So like, this was all underwater or something at one point.
Whoa.
I know, right? Like, right where we're standing. There were like ancient horrible sea monsters.
Creepy and awesome.
That's history. Okay, I'm ready to go. Is that true about limestone? I feel like limestone's so common that that's kind of crazy if it is.
I'm jumping off the mountain because I don't know the answer.
Whew. Phew.
You take a break?
I'm okay.
No prob.
Whew. Whew.
So, if this place was underwater, why aren't there, like, ancient shark bones up here?
I don't know. There might be a guess, but not everything becomes a fossil.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not an expert of any of this. But there were definitely ancient sharks around here.
Weird, because things are so boring nowadays. To think, like, all that crazy stuff was going on here.
There's always more weird stuff that happened. Find out about later. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Cool. Angus has asthma, and I do not. Yeah.
Interesting that they like kind of use his asthma as a way of distributing more like
More
dialogue.
narrative. Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting. I think it's an effective way to be like, we're stopping for a reason.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whew. Yeah.
Hey, Weez, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah. Whew. Sorry. Oh.
Seriously, it's fine. Hang for a minute.
Okay.
I should know all this stuff about, like, ancient sea creature rock or whatever.
Lime. Stone.
I was going to take a class on dinosaurs back at school.
What happened?
It was all full up. That class fills up fast.
I bet.
Dinosaurs are the most interesting animals.
You knew they had feathers? Or some of them?
I know, right? Big freaky chickens. Things were so scary and cool back then. We'd die in like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, ancient creatures would eat us, no problem. Be glad for the millions of years between us.
Weird. Time, dude.
Time makes most dangerous things less dangerous. Most things, at least.
Okay, ready to roll?
Yeah, we're almost up to the top.
I'm a wheezy peasy, you're my lemon squeezy.
Lazy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Whoa. Got dark real quick.
Angus looks kind of creepy in the dark.
I mean, big glasses.
All right, well, that was a hike.
That was a lot easier when I was 11. We passed that 3 gates on the way up here.
I lost count.
Weird. Used to be open back then.
Ready to go?
Not far now, just up ahead.
You're my wheezy peasy, I'm a lemon squeezy.
Now I'm just worried that by the time we leave, it's going to be so laid out that bad things are going to happen.
All right.
What if Angus dies?
Ah, geez, what? Maybe I get graves, huh?
Yeah, these were, I forget. They were involved in the Possum Massacre. That, like, labor strike thing.
Which everything revolves around that labor strike.
There is a lot that
labor
circulates.
strike, yeah, right?
Where it was like the miners versus National Guard. Happened back in town like 100 years ago.
Why are they up here?
I think these were some of the bad guys. And some of the miners didn't want them buried in town.
Oh, huh.
There's like a few old graveyards up here from like colonial times. I guess there's one up here somewhere too.
Well, that's spooky.
Just bones.
Ancient shark bones!
Yeah, see? Nothing left to be scary.
Ancient shark bones. I just imagine Mae's always singing.
It's interesting too, kind of going back to what we discovered in the last episode. I wonder if the miner strike was partly what caused the collapse in the mines.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
caused that sinkhole that killed Jenny.
This is so...
This is where he pushes us. Long live the king.
Wow, we're up really high. And really far out. I can't see town from here.
It's south of us, behind whatever ridge that is.
So what are we just supposed to, like, wait here and see if anything happens?
You tell me. You're the expert.
I guess we'll just wait here and see if anything happens.
Perfect. Nice night.
Yeah. Back at school, I couldn't see as many stars. That always made me sad.
Oh yeah, they're really nice up here.
I wish I knew the constellations like you did.
What?
You know, all the names and the stories and stuff.
I wish. I can never remember them other than, I think that one up there is like a bell or something.
No. Remember that time we were all at that longest night bonfire? we spotted the constellations together, and you told us all about them?
That's not a thing that happened.
Oh, wow. Maybe it was like a dream or something.
Weird.
God, I barely remember now.
I wonder what fake constellations and stories you dreamed up.
Okay, humor me. I'll find the constellations, you tell me about them.
Okay, then. So that's referring to the little demo game that they put out like a year or two before the official release of Night in the Woods. Yeah, I thought it was like a precursor to this game, but apparently that it didn't technically happen.
Interesting. That's kind of a fun way to point back at it. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
That's kind of a clever way to talk about, like, your little pregame.
Well, they've made some mention of it in the past, but this is the first time that someone's been like, that didn't happen.
And it's like,
but that makes me wonder, because we didn't play it, so I wonder what happened at the end of that one.
I'm interested to know.
And how
is it
like,
available to play?
Yeah, it's free.
Sure enough.
We were going to play that on the show like a year ago, and then we just never got around to it. All right, find me some constellations. Wait, are these going to be real ones or fake ones?
Just ones I remember, or dreamed that one time.
Whichever.
Remember Mr. Chazikov?
Yeah, science teacher.
He lives in Underhill and has a telescope on his roof, and I totally saw some stars through it.
That's cool. Telescopes are cool. I wish I had a telescope.
Okay, let's see.
I like this.
I get to draw.
Ooh. Oh, man.
Oh, this is not gonna
But what if we get it wrong? Oh, does it just, like, not connect? Okay, so we have to, like, figure out which ones match up. There you go. There's one. So is it just kind of like a guessing game?
I don't know. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think it matters which order you do them in.
Let's just,
Oh, maybe it does matter. Oh. Oh? Maybe that one connects back up to the top? Yeah. Ah.
Oh, yeah. It's a cat. He's got arrows sticking out of him, and he's chasing a diamond.
Oh, I know this one. Don't remember his name. He lived, you remember the stories about the forest god?
No?
It was like a whole bunch of stories. There was this person, Adina, and...
Oh yeah, Adina on the frozen lake.
Yeah, that's one of them. Anyway, the cat was in there. Like shiny things. It's good at getting through the forest. It's really good at stealing.
Oh wow, yeah, I used to call him Ass Cat when I was little.
Well, then he stole a diamond from a king and got arrowed to death. But he was slick enough and he jumped out of his body and became immortal or something.
Huh, decent.
Extremely decent. Weird.
Okay, I'm guessing this is like the next little grouping here. We're just gonna go wham. I'm just gonna go wham. Oh, we're not gonna go that way. We're gonna go this way. No, I was tricking all you guys. We're gonna go this way.
Ooh. Alright, there's one.
Okay.
So maybe... Yeah. No?
I missed the triangle.
You think so?
Well, I missed that. Huh?
Oh, maybe you're right. It's a tiny one.
It's the bell.
Oh!
Okay, that's a bell. And in the middle is this eye looking at you.
Okay, that's, I know this one a little from like a prog rock album covers.
I think the world ends when it rings. That makes sense. It's gonna be really loud.
There's no sound in space. I mean, like, basically no sound, usually.
That sounds really scary for some reason.
Well, at least it means we're not gonna get rung to death by a bell. It's very, there's a word for it. Like Cthulhu lore.
Yeah, like
There's an old god in the Cthulhu lore or the mythology or mythos.
Oh yeah, which one is
like
it?
when it's like, oh man, I can't remember. But if he ever wakes up, the universe ceases.
Yeah,
to exist.
it's one that's for Beyond the Mountains of Madness. Oh, who is it? Oh my gosh, you know, Nick Rich, you would know, and
Yeah.
you would hate us for not knowing it right now. It's a whale, and it's got like the world on it, the world on its back.
Oh wow, that's sad.
Why?
Why does it have to carry the whole world? Like, that's really unfair.
Yeah.
That is legitimately upsetting. You gotta wonder why people made these up. I mean, like, these specifically. Who saw a whale and was like, needs to be carrying something?
I mean, whales are pretty big.
But what's the whale swimming in?
Space.
I guess it's dumb to get mad at ancient people.
Oh, hit the wrong button.
Reminds me of,
I see.
isn't there some mythology of, like, the world on the back of a turtle?
Yep, there definitely is.
I forget where that originated from. I always really liked that, though.
Right. Oh, yes! It's a pope. He breathes fire.
Oh, this one is real. Or at least the dude is.
Rubello. There's a statue of him outside church.
Oh, we never went there.
Did your family go to church?
Weddings and funerals and longest night, basically.
I don't think those first two count. Those are like events. My mom works up at the church now. I haven't gone really since I was like 14 or 15.
Does she mind?
She pretends not to. We're like way out here, huh?
In the park? Yeah, I guess.
Spooky.
I don't know. It's pretty safe. And the stars are pretty.
So, you don't believe in ghosts at all?
Nah, I don't believe in ghosts or gods. Or psychic powers or anything like that.
Not at all?
I mean, there's no evidence for them. And people have really tried.
Did you ever?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Tell me about it.
So, I don't know how much I've ever told you, or how much Greg has told you, but I didn't have the best childhood.
Yeah, I think I heard that. How was it bad?
My dad didn't like me, and my mom didn't either. And like,
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
no, it's fine. My dad used to hit me a lot. My mom was probably worse. She like wouldn't feed me, which is really why I really like cooking now. She'd like shove me into the pantry and slam the door really hard, and all the stuff would fall off the shelves on top of me.
Oh my god, Angus. I didn't know at all. That's awful.
She'd lock me in there for like a day at a time sometimes, or overnight. So I'd like try to develop psychic powers, so I could like signal the neighbors, or unlatch the door. Didn't work, as you might guess.
Did you ever tell anybody?
I never did. I don't know why. After a while, I like started feeling guilty too for some reason. Like this was something bad I was doing.
Like, being abused? Angus, that's not your fault at all. You were a kid.
Oh, don't worry. I know that now. Boy, do I ever.
Question. Can I go kick all their asses? Like, I've got experience. I can F some shit up.
It's true. Well, my mom is kind of old now. I, still have to visit her sometimes. I have brothers. He's overseas in the army. My dad left like 10 years ago. So who knows where he is or if he's even alive. If he is alive, I don't want to know about it.
Angus, I just want to, like, give you a hug forever.
Well, I was luckier than a lot. I'm just glad I didn't, like... Yeah. Anyway, to your original question. Testing out my psychic abilities in the pantry made me really interested in both paranormal stuff and science, and I joined a skeptic society on the internet. And that kind of ruined me on a lot of other supernatural bullshit, and gave me something to solve. Something you could debunk or know, I don't know. It saved me a little bit, I guess. Because when someone does that stuff to you, it can, like, make you do some bad things to yourself. But anyway, yeah, no ghosts or God.
So, like, I feel like if I'd been through that, I'd be more likely to believe in God or something. Do you believe in anything at all?
Well, so like the constellations, I don't believe there's a whale out there, but I do believe that the stars exist and that people put the whale there. Like, I don't know. We're good at drawing lines through space between stars. Like, we're pattern finders, and we'll find patterns. And we, like, really put our hearts and minds into it. And even if we don't mean to. So I believe in a universe that doesn't care, and that people who do.
Pattern finders. I feel like a lot of people don't think they found God, but, like, God found them. Like, when they were having bad times like you did.
God never did. I was completely alone in the pantry, but a few years later, Greg did. So, like, the stars can stay up and there and not give a shit about us, but this whale is pretty cool.
You're an extremely good and smart person, Angus.
I try, but I'm no more than anyone else. Angus. I like Angus. Yep.
I should come out here more often.
Yeah. Don't look at him.
Who?
There's someone standing behind us. In the trees.
Holy shit. Oh, what do they look like?
Tall, wearing some kind of weird coat. Like a utility coat or something.
Oh god, that's the ghost.
I'm more worried about it being a living person standing and the ghost staring at us.
Oh god.
Well, don't panic. Follow my lead. Hey there. Out for a hike? Nice night. He's not answering.
That's a little hostile, right?
That's definitely a little hostile.
Hey, I know what you did.
May know.
I saw you.
Okay, we're gonna run now. We need to get to the car.
But your asthma.
I got an inhaler. The good kind, too. No one in heaven or earth can stop me.
Okay, let's go.
Deep breaths. In, out. All right. Roar!
I'm not even doing that.
That kind of makes sense that it would just kind of auto-do it. Well, that's terrifying.
That is.
Especially because now it's like we know that whatever it is, it like knows us.
Yeah.
You
okay, big guy?
Yeah, I'll be okay in a few minutes. I'm resilient.
So that was it. That was the ghost.
Or it was some weirdo who lives out there. They probably get lots of kids throwing something over there. I mean, the party we went up where you threw up, that wasn't too far from there.
Why does nobody believe me?
May, it's like every other explanation is more likely than ghost.
Okay, fine, whatever. Sorry, grouchy, headache. That was scary.
It's cool. It was.
I think we're a little past time.
We are past time. That was
intense.
That was awesome. Whew. I thought Angus is psychic, but his head blocks. God damn it, May.
Oh, May's the best.
Angus is awesome though. That was really like that was a deep moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was absolutely a deep moment. That's the kind of stuff that makes these narrative games so good. You know, it's moments like that where they talk about the things that you normally don't see in games, or you don't see people want to talk about.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's even kind of a real life sort of moment where it's like you interact with people on a daily basis, and you just kind of, you're just a dude.
Yeah.
You just, we're friends, we're cool.
Yeah.
And then every now and then you hit a moment with someone where they get really deep and kind of reveal their past or a big part of who they are, or why they are the way they are.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden they're not just a friend. There's something more, It's like all of a sudden you made a deeper connection with somebody.
And it goes to show that a lot of people have a lot of complexities going on.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they seem, just like a
They seem put together. They seem like their life is okay.
Yeah. And they did kind of hint way earlier on that Angus had a
rough childhood.
Mm-hmm. But it's interesting to hear it straight from him.
Yeah, well, because you hear so much more, and it's so much deeper than that. And it was good.
Yeah. So...
Question of the day.
I think the best thing for this episode would be, what did they do right in that exchange? I think that there's a lot in that dialogue that I feel like a lot of people handle, like, dark pasts or rough childhoods or even mental illness really distastefully.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a fine line, right? If you're not careful about it, you could say some really bad things.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think Night in the Woods handled that well. So I don't know. I guess, what are your thoughts? What do you think that they did right that exchange?
Absolutely. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. Comment about the question of the day. What you think about our playthrough, what you're doing in Night in the Woods, and how you're playing it differently than we are. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thanks for watching.
See you guys.
Bye.